Hi, everyone. For my first significant contribution of this week two, I'm going to go over one of our problems in our homework that I thought maybe some people might struggle with or, maybe need a little help with. I know that when I was learning how to name these organic compounds, I struggle with a little bit, and I thought maybe it would be helpful to someone. So I hope this tool or resource that I'm creating for you will be helpful to someone out there. So when I'm looking at this, the very first thing I think to do is just to find my main chain, and my main chain means the longest number, the longest chain of carbon. So first, I look at my horizontal chain because that's often the main chain, but not always. So I see one carbon here, two, three, four, five. So there's five going horizontal, but there might be more if we go in a different direction. So let's try this. One, two, three, four, five. That's still five. Okay. How about this direction? One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So no matter which direction we go, we're getting five, which is pent. So we know it's going to be pent something. And the reason I know that is because I have memorized these up to 10, basically. And I highly recommend everyone memorize this. But if you don't have it memorized yet, not no worries. Just have one of these charts available. And in my second significant contribution video, I think I'm going to go over some mnemonics I use that help me memorize this, as well as some like mind tricks I personally find helpful to remember what is what. Um, but everyone, has their own way of remembering things. So anyway, so C5, as we can see, is pent. So I know it's going to be pent something. Next thing I'm going to look at is what functional groups I have. And in this problem, I have three functional groups, and they are all methyls. So it's pretty simple at this point. Really, first of all, I should back up. If we have more than just one type of functional group, we're going to want to put our highest priority functional group on our lowest number of carbons. So, for example, if this is something different than a methyl, for example, and it was a higher priority than our other functional groups, which are methyls, then we would go right to left, and we would count this as our second carbon, and this is our first carbon. But if the higher priority group was on this side, for example, then we would go left to right and count our second carbon as our highest priority. And the reason why this matters is when we get into larger chains and larger molecules where we have multiple functional groups. Depending on whether you go left to right or right to left, will depend on which carbon each functional group is on. For example, going left to right, this single methyl group is on 1, 2, 3, 4, carbon 4. But going right to left, it's on carbon 2. So it actually does matter. Now, in this case, we have all the same functional groups. So we'll go based off of numerical order. So we have two methyl groups on 2, and we have 1 on 4. So basically what we can do here is we know we have a tri because we have 1, 2, 3. We know they're methyl, so it's a trimethyl. So we have 2, 2, because they're both on carbon 2, 4. 2, 2, 4, trimethylpentane. And if you go over here, that is the correct answer. 2,2,4 trimethylpentane. And I mean, it really is common sense when you break it down. There are three methyls, so that's tri, and two of them are on carbon 2. One is on carbon 4. Our longest chain is pent, and we don't have any double or triple bonds, which makes it an ane instead of an ene or an ine. So we have 2,2,4 trimethylpentane. And I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please do leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them for you.